It's been a glorious week. The sun's been out, and so we've been doing quite a lot outside. And our British telephone box got a little bit of a British upgrade this week. I can't wait to show you how it now looks. We've also been starting preparations for our very own wedding, which is actually going to be happening in just 10 days time. So it's coming very quickly. The beer garden got a really big new feature, and I can't wait to show you. And I've also got some exciting news about a very special afternoon tea. So make sure you stay till the end of the video to find out what that is. And don't forget, if you're enjoying our videos, make sure you hit subscribe on our YouTube channel, The Lady Smith Manor Diaries, to ensure that you see all the videos as soon as they come out. But first, let me show you what we've been up to this week.
As you probably remember, we built our own telephone box, but I painted it in not a great red. So I found this amazing gloss high red that I decided I was going to repaint it under because it needed to look more like the iconic British telephone box. And you can see here that on the back it looks kind of pink, and on the side it looks this bright, gorgeous red. And it has come out beautifully, and I'm so happy with the final result.
As many of you will know, we actually have our very own wedding coming up in just over a week. So a week on Sunday, the 1st of September. And if you don't know our story, we've actually been legally married for 6 years. We got married in front of the lake with close friends back 6 years ago on the 1st of September. And we then moved, and we were planning on having the wedding here. Then COVID hit and it got delayed for several years. And so 6 years later, we're actually having our wedding celebration. And so one of the things I have been working on is obviously all my decor, but I have a bar that we've had for a long time. We've used it for a lot of events, and it's wooden, but I really wanted something really pretty with a nice umbrella and to have more of a vintage feel. So I came up with this idea that I would paint it in one of my favorite green, sagey green colors, and then I would add some wallpaper to it, which sounds crazy for a bar that we're going to use outside. But let me show you what my thought process is and how I've been getting on with this project.
So my first job was to coat the bar in a bonding primer because I had stained it with an oil-based stain and the paint was not going to stick. So I decided on my favorite pigeon green for the bar, and now all I've got to do is paint it. This was the fun part, painting it this beautiful green, and the end result I am so happy with. All I need to add now is my wallpaper and a beautiful vintage umbrella.
So now my painting is done. My next job is to get some wallpaper panels on the front, and I'm going to do 2 that are going to be framed. And I'm using this amazing wallpaper. So this is actually one that we use in our music room. And so I'm gonna cut 2 panels that will go on the front here. I'm gonna be putting them on board. I'm gonna then be sealing them with a weatherproof seal. And then we're gonna stick them one here, and there'll be a gap, and then another one here. So I cannot wait to see what it's gonna look like.
We even got some help this week from 3 very special people who have come all the way from BC to join us for our wedding. So Grayson, Sophia and Hunter have been helping us with this really large weed pile and did a fabulous job of clearing it for us. Stephen was also very busy this week building our brand new pergola for our beer garden. So we already had 4 posts in. We had to add 4 more, and he used concrete to get them set, lined up nicely, ready for the roof of the pergola to be added. The end result was this amazing space for people to enjoy outside in the beer garden, where they can enjoy a nice drink underneath the rafters. We're also planning on adding some cover, so it'll be waterproof as well, but it's just another really nice space for people to enjoy outside.
A couple of my favourite books have to be Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility, or the Jane Austen books. And so when Bridgerton came out, it was another amazing opportunity to immerse yourself into that world. And as you know, we've been hosting afternoon teas here for a few years now. And this year, we've had it's just been fantastic. We've had some amazing teas, but the one thing I have always wanted to do was to have themed afternoon teas. So up till now, we have them at Christmas and Mother's Day, and that's lovely. And we'll still keep doing that. But I've always wanted to do the kind of themes. So choosing some of my favorite books and doing an afternoon tea themed around that. So I came up with the idea that, well, of all the different books and themes that we could pick, Bridgerton was an obvious favorite. So we have just released our first Bridgerton themed afternoon tea in February 2025. Now, you're probably asking, why are we waiting so long? Well, we looked at the calendar, and between September and December, we actually don't have a single weekend free. We have something booked every weekend, which is fabulous, but it's really tricky when you're trying to fit in another afternoon tea. So we have decided on the 14th and the 15th of February. And you may have seen on Facebook, it has almost sold out. It has been crazy how quickly. So you are the first to know, because I haven't announced this anywhere yet, but we are adding another day. So we've already got Friday the 14th of February, Saturday the 15th. We're adding Sunday the 16th. Because it's been such a popular afternoon tea. And we will be doing more Bridgerton. So if you miss this one, which we hope you don't, but if you do, we will have more. And then it got me thinking, well, what's another theme that we could do? Well, Alice in Wonderland. So we are also going to be releasing in the next week or so our Mad Hatter Tea Party, which is going to be happening in April 2025, which is also an awful long time away, but the calendar gets booked up so quickly and it's so popular. We wanted to let you know so you can book them in your calendar and make sure that you have the time and availability to come and enjoy them. So I'm going to be releasing our Alice in Wonderland themed Mad Hatter's Tea Party afternoon tea very soon. So it will go out in our weekly email. If you're not on the email list, make sure you, there's a link below in the description. You can sign up. We send out an email once a week with all the upcoming events and access to tickets. But if you haven't got a if you'd like to come to one of our Bridgerton afternoon teas, make sure you go over to our website. Again, the link will be below in the description, and book your tickets, because literally they are going so quickly. I can't even believe it. So that's the first bit of news. The other thing, obviously, you obviously picked up if you've been from earlier in the video, it is our wedding next week, which has been a long time coming, and it's been such a great few days so far. We've got our best friends from BC here with the kids. We're having a fabulous time with them, and we're really looking forward to our theme. Now, I don't think I've mentioned it yet so far in today's video, but our theme for our wedding is also Bridgerton, because again, that Jane Austen, and we're kind of, I can't deny it, I'm kind of going a little bit all out. So I cannot wait to show you what we are doing for our own wedding that's in a Bridgerton style and theme. And next week I will be sharing lots more of our preparations for our very own wedding. And then the other thing I wanted to remind you about was the Manor Keys. So the Manor Keys, which is our membership, gives you all sorts of exclusive rewards and opportunities and access to all sorts of tickets and overnight stays you can't get any other way. We will be closing the doors at the weekend. So if you have not joined yet, we only open the doors periodically throughout the year. So if you do not join now, it will open again at some time, but I don't have a date for it right now. So if you would like to join us and get discounts on all your event tickets, get first access to event tickets, all that good stuff, then make sure you head over to our website and sign up before this weekend, because the doors will be closing. So I just wanted to remind you. Well, I have lots to do with all our preparations for the wedding on the 1st of September. I'm really looking forward to being able to show you what we've been doing and how we've been doing it and all the exciting stuff we're putting together. It's going to be a fabulous day and I can't wait. Also, just a quick reminder, if you are local and you come to our pub, we are closing the pub for the Friday the 30th, Saturday the 31st, and Sunday the 1st for our wedding. So just make a note of that in your calendar. If you're coming to the pub, it will be closed for those 3 days. Normally we're open on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but because of the wedding, we will be closed for that weekend. But we are going to be open we don't normally open on Mondays, but because we're closed all weekend and it's our wedding weekend, we have decided that on Monday, the 2nd of September, we will be opening the doors from 2 till 10 and inviting all of you to come and join us for a drink to celebrate our wedding. So if you would like to join us and come down and enjoy a drink with us, the pub will be open from 2 o'clock till 10 p.m. on September the 2nd, which is the Monday. We'd love to see you, as I say, as a celebration of our wedding. Gosh, that's a lot. So stay tuned over the next week. I'll be posting more on our Instagram and Facebook, but I will be back next week with more of our preparations, and I will show you some more behind the scenes of the preparations that we're working on to get our wedding ready. And then obviously the following week, we will then share with you the wedding and some video and all the good stuff. So stay tuned over the next 2 weeks because there's going to be some fun stuff coming. But in the meantime, have a great week. I'm going to get back to work, and I will see you back here for our next episode of the Ladysmith Manor Diaries next Thursday.